channel. My name is Sabrina if you're new here. I have taught first grade for the past 2 years, and I'm about to teach first grade again this year. So I'm really excited. I'm getting into my classroom like next week, so I'm kind of focusing more on decor items and then finishing up a few centers. So I took on a challenge of making my own alphabet posters and number posters. So pro tip, don't waste cardstock and like print out a few on regular paper. So I was able to print out a few first to see if I like the spacing and everything. Because this year I kind of want to do like where the numbers are underneath like the posters like this. And I wanted them all to match the colors. And I use Secret Stories, so I wanted to move more from like a bright to more of like a pastel. So I made my own number posters. Mostly because I couldn't find ones that I really loved that were like the size, that had the money, the tally marks, the time frames, and like the path of motion or writing motion, whatever you want to call it for the numbers. So I did that. I'll show you a few. Number 5. Let's show you like a larger number so you can see what that looks like. So yeah, I really like how they turned out. I love my alphabet that I had in my old classroom, like loved it. So it was hard making a new one, but I liked, because I love that one so much, but I ended up really liking this. It looked cute. It was super hard not getting that little like line at the end, but I think I was just being too picky. Like the kids aren't gonna notice. It still shows them what they need. And then I did do the short and long vowel sounds and everything. I'll just show you a couple more. And I like the bee was so cute. And then I did cake, or I did cactus too, which I thought was fun. So I made these, so I'm looking forward to using these this year. I'm gonna go to Lakeshore and laminate these. Usually I use my personal laminator for everything, but like the pouches are so expensive, and I feel like if the kids aren't like touching it like a center, the lamination from Lakeshore is perfectly fine. And then I usually have the Zen Zone in my classroom. I don't want to call it that this year, so I'm using a different sign from the bundle, and I'll link it down below. I've used this for the past 2 years, and it has saved me, honestly, with my classroom management. And I can go through a whole video about how I do that. Comment down below if you want me to review this. But so I made this cute sign. It comes with a pack, and it says Refocus Station. So I thought that was kind of like a good term instead of like a calm corner or something like that. And then this one has like a few different posters, and I have to still put the stickers on, but you choose from like feeling cards. Let's see if I have one. So they have like tired, or happy, or frustrated. So you get to pick the feeling. So it has the kids pick the feeling, like I feel. So that way they're starting to self-regulate. Like, how do you feel? And then they get to they get to pick an activity. So there's different activities. Like this one says wall push-up. And then they get to say at the end, I feel, however. And then this is the cute poster that like you can put the strategies on. And I always use like the Dollar Tree Velcro tabs. This does take a beating in my classroom. I've never had to replace it mid-year, but it definitely by like the end of the year, like it has seen better days. But I love having this station in my classroom. At first, the kids, I don't want to say abuse it, but like they're getting used to when to use it and how to use it. But by the mid-year, I'd say kids really know how to use it appropriately, and it has saved me, you know, with having the behaviors instead of going somewhere crazy. Like we get ourselves back on track. So highly recommend. The next thing I did is I printed out new voice levels. These are from Amy Grosbeck, I believe. So I'll link those below, but I did no voice. Group voice is my highest one. And here's just like the header. So I use these in the Dollar Tree lights, which I went to the Dollar Tree and they didn't have any more. So I'm hoping that I can find more, because I have like the old school light switches from a few years ago. I don't know. So I printed that, and then new this year, actually let's do this. And this is, I've had up every year, it's from the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. It's just little posters and like how to use the bathroom, and it has like pictures. So I like having these up just to when we learn how to use the bathroom. I also printed my calendar, which I don't have with me, but I have like the cards. So I printed those out at Staples, and because the calendar is huge, I can't even show you right now. It's just so big. I don't even know if I'm really gonna use it, you guys. It's crazy. But anyways, so I have the calendar cards, and I'm gonna get those laminated at Lakeshore. And then something new that I wanted to hang up, which I've never done before, so we're gonna see how it's gonna work, but is the like ready to learn bodies, pick my best way to sit / we are focused listeners. And then it gives like visuals about how they're supposed to be listening or like seated on the rug and stuff. And I've never really made like an anchor chart. I do like the responsive classroom method where you like model it and then you have the kids do it and then we talk about it. And that's always worked for me. But I figured maybe at the beginning of the year, it wouldn't be bad to have like another visual as a reminder, especially because my new classroom is pretty tiny. So I think really reinforcing with a visual of like how we walk safely in the classroom, how we listen is going to be huge because it is a tinier space. So yeah, so that's all the decor stuff I have. Let's move into other things. So the same teacher that, I'm pretty sure it's the same teacher that I got this from, I will link it down below. She had these games called Clear the Board, and I'll link hers. I made my own because hers were like $5. And honestly, anything that I can make that doesn't have clip art for like over $2, I'm gonna do it. Like, I know that's horrible to say, but if it's something that I can make myself like on a PowerPoint, and like this took me like literally like 5 minutes to do. So basically what you do is, let me find like the easiest game board. So here's numbers 1 through 5. And you give them, there's 2 players, it's a partner game, and you give them like maybe the double-sided counters, and they each get to pick like say 3 or 4 spots. So they pick their numbers and then they roll the dice, and whoever clears their board first wins. So I thought this was a really kind of fun way to like practice number recognition, and I got like the cool like 10-sided dice and like just a different way to practice addition and like adding 3 numbers in partner math, because I do have a partner math station. So I thought this would be like a different fun way for them to practice those skills. I am going to laminate those at home. I'm getting a new math curriculum because I'm moving to a new school, and I always do the folder method, like, and I'll show that in my probably like next video or something. Like, I'm going to do all my back to school stuff. And I usually do like the filing cabinet, like old school, y'all. Like, I like the paper copy. Like, I've been in so many situations where the internet's down, or like I just want, or I forgot about something because it was like in a folder on my computer. Like, I want the digital copy. So I'm gonna try the binder system. I've never done the binder system before, but I'm gonna use it for like the copies that I need for math, like the group practice and the homework, and kind of have that all ready because I'm gonna have a TA, and she's amazing. And so I think it'd be a lot easier to have like the copies kind of ready to go for her. I don't know, it may work, it may not. We're gonna try it. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'm like obsessed with like games for math, especially partner math. Obviously. So I showed you the ones that had the 10 frames, the war games, but I did print out a few new versions. This one has like 10 frames, I believe, and then addition and base 10 blocks. So it's like a mix of everything. I didn't laminate those yet. And then I got her money one. And I did split the money one. I don't know, I didn't bring it over, but I did split the money one into 2. So like these ones have quarters, dimes, pennies, and nickels, and then my other one just has pennies and nickels to like kind of start it out. So yeah, love these games, the war games. The kids absolutely love them. Oh yeah, here's the other one. See, it just has like just the pennies and the nickels. So I can put that out pretty quickly in the beginning of the year after they master the number recognition ones. And then I got, this one is a mix of more number sense with the dice, the 10 frames, except it goes up to, I think, like 30 instead of the other like 10 frames. I think only go up to 10 or 20. So yeah, I love those. I want to be prepped for those and I use that as an early finisher to my partner math center. And sometimes the other kids want to do it in other centers too. And the next thing I created, so my old school, they were like really into interactive notebooks, and I do like interactive notebooks. I'm not like hating on that situation at all. But this year I want to have, instead of the interactive notebook, I want to have hands-on math center. So where they're building the numbers in the beginning of the year, where they're using some sort of manipulative every time. So I thought in the beginning of the year, it'd be fun to have like the Play-Doh mats, so they can use Play-Doh to make the number and then build the number, and then they use like the dry erase markers or whatever to write the number. And I had a circle in there to be like self-correcting at the beginning of the year, and I did that for the numbers and like the word form. And then for later in the year, I took the dots out so they're not self-correcting, and I did these up to 20. So like I'll show you the 20th one with the numbers. And I plan on making ones for like sight words and spelling words too, I think. I don't know yet, but so I think this is gonna be like a good way to start that center out. It's like really easy. All the kids usually use Play-Doh at home and in kindergarten and pre-K, so setting expectations to work along with that shouldn't be too tricky. So I'm excited about this too. And then my last, two more things that I've been working on is I bought the Tara, I always say her name right, Tara, I don't know, but Little Minds at Work. I bought her Firsty Digital Math, and I'm going to use that for my small group intervention. I like it because I can use it on my iPad at my small group table, and it gives a new lesson, and then each lesson has like a game that they play. So here's the first like game board or first lesson. This is for the first 2 lessons, but they can use it with a partner. And it's numbers 1 through 10, and so there's like game boards. So I prepped the first units that she has out. I think she has like the first 2 or 3 units out, and I'm just keeping them down here for now. And then I laminated them at home because I do want the kids to be able to write on them. And I didn't laminate the ones that they just use spinners on or math manipulators. So I'm excited to use this. I've never used this product before, but I think it's really going to help my small group. I used Go Math before, and I did not like their tiered intervention. So I'm hoping that this will be a better alternative. And I'll link that down below too. And the last thing I've been working on this week is my teacher desk bag. So like this is my bag of like all the treats that you need to have that you didn't need, you needed before you start teaching. So I keep like goodies in there, cough drops, chocolates, extra coffee creamer because I'm on the keto diet and we have to have certain like things. So I kept it in there, and just some Tylenol, like some change, because you never know when you're gonna forget your wallet and you want a soda or like something out of the snack machine. So like all the goodies. So I keep that in like my desk area or like a cabinet just to have in the classroom. So I put that together so when I start setting up my class, in case I forget lunch or I don't want to leave, I have something all ready to go. So yeah, these are all the projects I've been working on. I hope you guys have a great weekend or week whenever you're watching this. Until next time.